Hello and welcome to SatTV Week, the news programme for the international satellite industry. This week, Helen Jameson talks to Jesse Van Straten, CEO of Visada, about the X Exchange. We have an update on the ISS launch schedule, and Trisha Jones has the launch news. But first, here's Carrie-Anne with some breaking news.
The sea launch vessels have arrived at their equator launch position in preparation for the launch of the Atlantic Bird 7 satellite owned by Eutelsat. Liftoff is planned for 13:18 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time on Friday, September 23rd, at the opening of a 74-minute launch window. The launch site is at 154 degrees west longitude, and after ballasting the Odyssey launch platform to launch depth, the team will roll out and erect a Zenit 3SL rocket on the launch pad, execute final tests, and then proceed with fueling operations and launch. The Zenit 3SL vehicle will lift the 4,600 kg spacecraft into a defined high perigee geosynchronous transfer orbit.
Visada have a new platform providing a secure and controlled communications environment that integrates voice and broadband data for ship operations and crew. Earlier this week, Helen Jameson spoke to Jesse Van Straten, CEO of Visada, and asked him about the new Exchange platform.
Visada Exchange is a platform that we have recently launched for the maritime industry, which is actually a platform on board of vessels that allows ship owners to offer a wide range of services on board. Basically, those services can be split into two different groups. On one side, which is probably the most easy one to explain, it's very much oriented at the crew. Basically, it's a platform that, in a very simple way, allows the ship owner to offer crew calling services to the staff members on board. Crew calling services, we don't mean just the classical voice services. We're also talking about email access and internet access. Why is this so new? There are several elements here that make it new. It's, for example, the possibility to connect to make a voice call via your own smartphone, which is something very new. Also making it very simple is that the crew members will have one account, and with that single account, they can use, on a prepaid basis, they can use all the services that we offer. So that includes the voice service, the email service, and also the internet, the access to the internet.
Can you tell me then what shipping companies are really looking for today in terms of their satellite service provider? What's bringing them to Visada?
If you look at Visada's strategy, it's very much oriented at three different axes. There is one side which is we call that the technology agnostic side. This means that we are not focusing on one specific type of satellite communication only. We are offering all these different services that are out there.
Jesse, thank you very much indeed for your time.
In this week's launch news, October the 1st has been chosen as the new launch date for the GLONASS M launch aboard a Russian Soyuz 2.1B carrier rocket. The launch was postponed following two failed space launches in August, a Progress space freighter and the Express AM4 communications satellite. The launch from the Possessed Space Center could mean that Russia's answer to the US global positioning system could finally reach its global coverage target of 24 operational satellites. In other news, China plans to put its Long March 5 carrier rocket into service in 2014. With a maximum LEO payload capacity of 25 tonnes and a high Earth orbit capacity of 14 tonnes, the rocket's maximum capacity will be 2.5 times that of current in-service rockets.
The ISS partners have agreed to a tentative launch schedule with crew flights to the station resuming on November 14. Carrie-Anne has the story.
The Space Station Control Board set the schedule after hearing Roscosmos findings on the August 24th loss of the Progress 44 cargo craft. The dates may be adjusted to reflect minor changes in vehicle processing timelines. ISS Programme Manager Michael Suffredini said that the top priority was crew safety, and the new plan, coupled with the conditions on orbit, allow the partnership to support this priority while ensuring astronauts will continue to live and work on the station uninterrupted. There will be a longer period of 3-person operations and a shorter than usual handover between the next 2 crews. The Soyuz 28 spacecraft will launch on November 14th from the Baikonur Cosmodrome and arrive at the station on November 16th. On November 22nd, the Soyuz 27 spacecraft will undock and land in the northern Kazakhstan landing zone. The Soyuz 29 spacecraft will launch on or about December 26th and dock to the station 2 days later. The exact launch date is under review.
And finally, the Senate Appropriations Committee has approved $500 million for commercial spaceflight as part of NASA's 2012 budget. This will support the Commercial Crew Development Programme, a NASA initiative with the goal of safely and rapidly restoring America's domestic capability to carry astronauts into space. With the Space Shuttle's retirement, the United States is wholly reliant on Russia to carry American astronauts to the space station. That's all for this week. Thank you for watching.